Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Sustainability Shorts. I'm your host, Nidha Najib, and with me is a very special guest, Songul Jamal, the CEO of Marine Conservation Society, Pakistan. Pakistan's blue economy contributes zero point 0.4 or $1 billion to the national GDP. Now, this is a ripple, figuratively speaking, compared to the global economy, which contributes $1.5 trillion. The national blue economy holds vast potential given its 1,050-kilometer long coastline, as well as its strategic geographic location. And in this vast blue, coral reefs comprise a minor fraction, yet they hold ecological and environmental significance. In Pakistan, as of 2020, over 50 coral reef systems have been discovered, mainly along the 900-kilometer long coastline along Balochistan as well as Sindh. Songul, can you introduce yourself and tell us about marine conservation, Pakistan, and the critical work that you're doing?
Yeah, my marine conservation Pakistan been found. I came to Pakistan 5 years ago, and I came with a mission to kind of transfer technology, which is Ocean Quest Global. I am Ocean Quest Coral and Ocean Guardian, and my teacher is Anwar Abdullah. So I've been learning from him everything, and he been empowering me. And I came to Pakistan to empower our youth. So far, we've been working with coastal communities first because that is our priority in order for us to restore certain areas that is nearby communities. We need to first empower the communities so they can protect and monitor after we go. And that's how we kind of move. Since 5 years, I had, how you call it, movable office, let's say, because I work with coastal communities and I usually stay there and live with them for a while with my team and get to know them, get them to trust us first. And then we establish ourselves there until we train them fully, we rescue the species, and then we kind of hand over the monitoring and the stewardship to them. And then we move to another coastal community. That's how we kind of transfer technology. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine how important it is to get involved in the community. And we are going to be talking about community trust. So I'm glad that you brought it up, introduction. So I'll give us our audience a bit of a context. So my next question really is, particular to the coral reef ecosystem. They're facing threats such as overfishing, pollution, and climate change. So from your field experience, can you shed some light on how these threats are impacting marine life?
Okay, we do have coral bleaching, but the good thing is that when the coral they bleach, there is still surviving one. The biggest threat we have right now is the bottom trawlers. In last 1 year, like last year, we had about 7,000 of illegal bottom trawlers, and majority of them are not even Pakistani, and it's not easy to detect them unless we have all the governing bodies get together and decide to protect it. Because the only solution we have for this problem is to sink a couple of those ships, like we did in Thailand, we did in Indonesia, and now we started in Philippines. Sea Shepherd is also doing the same things. So if we can show in Pakistan that you cannot come to our country, you cannot steal our resources, and we will sink you and we will find your country. They have to pay us for damaging our ecosystem that sustainably provides us for infinitely. But them running their trolling nets is kind of flattens the seabed and there will be nothing grown at all. Yeah, and this is the sad part. And then the next part that we have is the sewage contamination. That is the biggest crisis we have. And these crises are not only for corals or marine habitat, it is for our own human life. And we are going through severe crises that are nobody's talking about. Like if I go to a hospital and I tell them, okay, how many people do you have in one day as a patient from aquatic parasite or a fungi or unidentified diseases. So now, when it is unidentified, it means they haven't done thorough testing, or maybe they identified and then they given medicine that was created long ago. And the bacteria and the parasite and the virus, they have evolved. They evolved in a way that this medicine that we have currently doesn't work anymore. And
Yeah,
these are like
absolutely.
in just in Karachi city, you won't find one person who doesn't have a fungi infection in their skin, scalp, eyes, or parasitic activity. Yeah, which is
Yeah,
very sad. Very, yeah.
absolutely. I mean, I think these illnesses and these threats are so close to home, and we're a little bit
Well,
oblivious
Pakistan
to trends.
now, the first area on the map that will be severely affected is Pakistan, whether it's environmentally, resources like water, uh, good soil, all of that, we are running out of it.
Yeah, and I think that you drew a valid point in the beginning about how the law and the regulations are weak.
Yeah, no, our Alhamdulillah, mashallah, say our Navy, they are the almost number one in the world. अगर वो लोग थोड़ा सा illegal bottom trawling पे जाए ना, we can recover our resources, क्योंकि जो जिस डेप्थ में वो लोग जाते भी, वहां पर अभी टेक्नोलॉजी आया नहीं रिस्टोर करने के लिए. डीप सी में आप कुछ रिस्टोर कर ही नहीं सकते उसकी. So even in the shore, if you go to Charna, हमारा more than 80% already decline है. You will see like some coral there, some there, and it's like desert, you know. There is no big fish, just you will see small blue moon fish, and that's it. You won't see, I haven't seen big fish anywhere. You can go to any coastal community and आपको मछली की स्मेल ही नहीं आएगी, खुशबू नहीं आएगी. जो घर पे पकाते हैं ना, उसकी खुशबू नहीं आएगी. जो आप ये घर में जाके पूछे कि अच्छा आप मछली रोजाना खाते हो, तो वो हंसते हैं, बोलते कि नहीं बाजी, महीने में एक दफा अगर लकी हो तो खाते हैं, बाकी दाल रोटी चल रहा है. So that is a coastal community. So if they don't have fish, if they don't have money, how are they gonna sustain? Like example in Maripur area, it's like all the fishing communities. वहाँ पर भी 50,000 औरतें हैं. Sindhi, they are Sindhi, some are Balochi, they are fisher women. वो समंदर के किनारे पे जो है ना, वो छोटे मछली पकड़ते थे, उससे उनका बहुत बड़ा इनकम आता था. और जिनकी हस्बैंड्स नहीं है, जिनके हस्बैंड्स जो है ना डूब गए हैं या died for medical reasons, or they used to support their offspring. They used to able to educate them. They and if you look at 60 years and then 100 years, you will see how their life have degraded, while it was supposed to go upwards, but it's degrading. And if their lives degraded, then we will have nothing, absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so I understand that there's a lapse in policy as well as enforcement. We are not stopping bottom trawling. We're not stopping, foreign entities coming in and trawling our ocean beds.
So do you pay taxes, right? I pay taxes too, right? Every person in Karachi pays taxes. In our taxes, we have sewage waste management, जिसमें जो हमारे नाले हैं, वो सारा जो है ना वो हैंडल हो जाए, लेकिन वो हैंडल हो ही नहीं रहा. तो मतलब ये हो गया कि सारी जो है ना दुकान में जा रहे हैं, दुकान से पैकेट के चिप खरीद लेते हैं, और जैसे घर आके खोलते हैं उसमें चिप्स ही नहीं है. तो आप क्या करेंगे उस टाइम पे? आप दुकान में जाके बोलोगे कि मैं यार मैंने पैसे दिए, मेरी चिप्स का है. तो इंस्टेड वो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं कि वो लोग दुकान में बार बार जा रहे और नया पैकेट खरीद रहे हैं, फिर भी घर आके खोलते हैं चिप्स है नहीं, लेकिन फिर भी वो करते जा रहे, मतलब उसमें एंड नहीं है. तो और जो लेता है ना, उनको परवाह नहीं है, वो लेते रहेगा. उनको कहाँ से परवाह होता है? उनको इतना समझ नहीं है कि ये जो जो हो रहा है उनके अपने बच्चों पे फ्यूचर में जो है ना सांस नहीं मिलेगा, बैक्टीरिया इतना होगा, जो मेडिकल बिल्स आएंगे ना वो अफोर्ड ही नहीं कर सकेंगे, फिर क्या होगा? तो उनकी अवेयरनेस नहीं है. आप किसी की खार पकड़ के नहीं बोले तुम्हारी वजह से, ये नहीं है. आप सोचे कि जो हमारी पूरी सिटी की हाइजीन है, to keep our streets hygiene, to keep everything hygiene. We are hiring people that वो जो untouchables जो slums में होते हैं जो गंदगी में रहते हैं उनको तो गंदगी से परवाह नहीं है क्योंकि वहां पर रहते हैं ना so how can you give responsibility for someone to clean where they themselves like to live in the dirt? So
Yeah.
these are very funny facts which both मतलब समझ नहीं सक रही हो ना मतलब
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to understand लेकिन logically मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
Yeah, I totally understand your point.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
That,
Songul, I remember at the start of the interview, you mentioned how it's very important to build trust among your local communities. Coastal communities often resist conservation efforts because they view it as, curtailing their livelihoods and, well, due to economic concerns broadly. So, how does MCP Marine Conservation Pakistan, build that community trust and community buy-in essentially?
their trust issue is not that somebody is not doing anything. They're always how as many coastal communities I went to, they're waiting for help. They never get one. The only thing that they get, which is frustrating for them and that they lose their trust, is NGOs that come. They just do picture wise, means they will just take visual everything visual for online content and that's it, and then they will not even ask their name or anything and they'll just leave. Like example, we went to Astola Island and we met the community that lives in Astola. So when we went there in the evening, me and my team, we cooked together with them. We were talking to them. And then at night in the evening, we were asking them questions like how they catch lobster. So we discussed about the lobsters and we told them that let the female lobsters go whenever you catch a female. And we told them how to identify the female and let them go. So they didn't know why. So we told them like if you catch the female, you won't have more lobsters. That's why you're declining because you're catching everything. You haven't left anything. So that may change their behavior. And then we talked about ghost net. And then when we woke up in the morning, we saw community going around and picking up all the nets and putting them aside. Means they do want to change. They're waiting for a change. They want a guidance and they don't have it. And the person who was with us, he told us like we have in last 20 years, I've seen many people, many organizations, government bodies came, but you are people the first time that sat with us and spoke to us. Like
Yes.
usually people come, tent for them, we will serve them food, we'll clean after them, they'll take the pictures, we'll take them around, they will gather whatever they want and they leave.
They're willing to change, but they just want, and if your work proves that if you show them an alternative way of, earning a living.
Not only guidance, like example, if I come to your home and I tell you what you are doing wrong, you will say like, what the hell, go out, who are you to come to me and say it, right? We all are like that. So we cannot go to a village and tell them what's happening wrong or what they are doing wrong because they have no knowledge. They're fishermen. They have completely different life cycles. So they don't trust. So when you come and you try to connect with them, you show up all the time. Like in 5 years, I go there almost regularly. Like in beginning, I used to go there every day. I used to stay there for a week. Now I just go and hang out for like 2-3 days and back. But they always see my face. They always know I didn't come for anything. I'm there for them because I worry for what they're not gonna have. And in last 5 years, 5 years ago, I told them what's gonna happen, and now they're living it. So when they are witnessing what I said and what's happening now, they are more alert. They wanna do, they wanna learn, they wanna preserve, they wanna save their environment because they have nothing left.
And also, showing that you're not someone who's coming in as a foreigner, you're part of them. So yeah, that's how I think be the most effective.
Like don't take pictures. You don't need to take
Yeah,
pictures. Like if giving you an apple, I don't need to take a picture and show people
yeah,
that see I give her an apple. Like
yeah, yeah.
come, like community, they wait for people to come to share a knowledge, to understand them, to understand their pain, their suffering, and you kind of connect because you are also human. You also
Yeah.
go through similar feelings, but in different forms. So yeah, it's very important to connect to community. Without
Yeah.
community, our efforts are useless because
Yeah.
okay, I'll restore one area for you. I will rescue all the species that are in 3 kilometer radius, and I'll build all of it, plant them, and everything. But they don't grow overnight. It takes 4 years just to one colony to mature enough, to spread. And even the monitoring that the coastal community can do, like we use cylinders, right? The coastal community doesn't need cylinders. They can free dive for 20, 30 meters deep. So, and monitoring is just, you just visually look, take picture, and come out. Our monitoring is, the less you go to the habitat, the better, because you want the nature to take over and everything to naturally grow.
Yeah. So more
So
intrusive
this is
approach and let nature breathe and live on its.
always empowering community, because people come there, visit, so they can spread awareness. They can become their own policing, where people trash it to make them pick up or find them. They can create all, and they need guidance for this, someone to create it. And it's very easy. For some things, you don't even need money. Like, we've done so many things. We didn't need money except petrol. Even sometimes we didn't have petrol for car. We went on the bikes, and which is fine. The most important thing was to accomplish the goal, and anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. It's very easy.
Yeah, so I'm so
It's
glad. Like, it's like you're connecting with the rest of the audience that marine conservation is possible, and it doesn't require a lot of resources. It just requires will and also understanding and connecting with the community that you're going to be working with.
that is the
Yes,
most priority, because ocean is real, ocean is alive, and it can hear you. You are also
absolutely.
water,
Yeah,
80% of it. You're alive.
absolutely. True,
So
true.
once you connect to anything, even to a planet, to the Earth biosphere, you connect to everything, nah? And everything will connect back at you, and it communicates, and you can absorb it. So not many people are aware on that level, because our society is so busy in the matrix of everything and the visual reality, that they forget, what makes them happy.
Yeah,
So yeah,
absolutely.
everything is
Yeah.
connections.
Yeah, exactly. Bring our humans closer to the oceans is what we need. So my last question to you is, what message would you like to give our listeners? How can they support MCP's cause and your cause essentially as well?
How you can support? There are many ways to support. You can sign up for courses. Even if you don't want to be underwater, you can sign up for coral propagation. Means when we rescue species, let's say I rescue the coral species, we have a team on board and we have a team underwater. We use Ocean Quest Global Catalyst to instantly bond the coral to the live rock. We don't use any artificial structures. We don't bring anything from the land to the ocean, nor we take out anything from the ocean into the land. We have a strict protocol. We teach proper skills on field, and anybody can join. You can plant a coral, and it's beautiful and magical, because they're such a sensitive animals, and their frequency is amazing. They're very healing, very, very healing. Maybe that's why they are mentioned in Quran as well. So because of their
Yeah,
big, big purpose. And like corals came from Australia, and they created their own pattern, like even like fungi. When you put fungi, and it will spread, right? So corals are the same. They spread its own roots, its own ways. And even when we rescue corals, we make sure we focus on 3 kilometer radius. Like, we cannot bring species from outside of 3 kilometer and bring it inside of the 3 kilometer. We do everything scientifically and with high level ethics, and this is what we teach as well. We
yeah,
have online team as well who spreads work. We create awareness content. We go to schools. We go to universities. So, and even to communities, like you can. People even can go to their neighborhood and tell every kids in the neighborhood, okay, in the evening I'm gonna make a workshop. Just take a small microphone, gather the kids, and tell them about ocean, and they'll listen. They're kids, and then they will go and tell their mom, which is amazing, because then the kids will teach the adults. Yeah, you can contribute anyway. Just contact us and tell us what you're good at, what you're not good at. There is always something to do, always. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Songul. This has been an inspiring and eye-opening conversation. And to everyone who's listening to us, watching us, get and follow Marine Conservation Pakistan on social media and get involved. And do remember, don't bring anything into the ocean. Don't take anything out. Don't introduce foreign species. Respect the indigeneity of the species. And together, let's protect the ocean for our generation and our future. Thank you, Songul.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for your passion as well. I'm very pleased to meet you, and come and plant a coral with us too.
Definitely would love that.
Okay,
Thank you. Then goodbye.